Greetings everybody, this is Elias Planakos from Wireless Insider, and today I have with me the brand new BlackBerry Bold 9790, straight from Research in Motion. If you're curious about the difference between this one and the previous generation, well, I may want to recommend you pause this video in the next few seconds, as the specifications of each one of these devices will be outlined in this section below right here. 3, 2, 1, okay. So, I want to go over with you the startup time of this device, the specifications, a quick software run through, an audio and video test, and in the end a list of the small things that you may or may not have known about this device that may make or break your decision to go out and buy it. Alright, so you know what, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the BlackBerry Bold 9790 comes in a nice black box here and a black sticker here where the serial number information is instead of the traditional white. Naked on pretty much every other side, and the back copyright information. Whatever. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. And there we go. Bold 9790 looking right back at us. We'll get to him in just 1 second. Get this plastic stuff out of here. What else do we have? Oh, there's 2 compartments. Bottom for power, top for other stuff. I'm assuming down here, yep, we have our charging brick. Used to plug in the data cable and you can charge your phone that way, and the standard JM1 battery used by both the Bold 9860 and 9900. So both those BlackBerries use this. This is the 3rd one, so they're keeping the battery size the same, and in that regard it is a 1230 milliamp hour battery right there, which is cool. What else do we have in here? Oh, there's a stereo headphones, standard 3.5 millimeter design, stereo headset, okay, and the data cable with some literature down there. So cool, let's get the stuff out of here and let's take a look at the phone itself. Let's get the stickers out of here. Oh, even more stickers. So, even more stickers. There you have it. So, BlackBerry Bold 9790, very small, very slim design. What I really like is back here you can see what the camera is. It does tend to curve a bit, and that's because I believe this phone does have, or this camera does have autofocus. We'll find out in just a minute, but it's very nice to see that little curve there. Let's take a quick look. Very nice. Quick comparison to something like the BlackBerry Bold 9780. Take a look at this chunky guy right here. Yep, significantly thinner. Plus it has a silver trim nowadays, not the black one the 9780 had in the past. And taking a look at the 9900 with the 9790. Very nice. So taking a look at thickness here. Not all too much of a difference, although of course the Bold 9900 is made mostly of a stainless steel. So taking a look here on the left hand side, we have nothing but the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. On the top we have a single lock button for locking and unlocking your phone. On the right side we have volume up, volume down, a little tab in between those two right here, so you can pause, play music, as well as mute and put people on hold in phone calls. Convenience button by default activates the camera, and you take a look, they are very small. They may look like something hard to click, but they're very tactile. You can hear that. Yeah, they feel very nice in the hand, and yeah, it's cool. At the bottom we have the micro USB charging port, something different from BlackBerry. Traditionally this charger port's on the side or in the middle, but in this case it's at the bottom, so yeah, whatever, keep that in mind. At the back we have a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus, which we'll find out in a bit, and a LED flash. Speakers over there on the back, and the front we have an LED notification, LED light, and we have a 2.4 inch TFT LCD display. Here, as you notice, the buttons, unlike traditional BlackBerries, where they usually come into segments, right here you can see, 9790 has them a little separated, so they are separate from the actual keypad, if you can see that there, but they're still flush with the design, which is very nice. And the keyboard, which feels pretty good in the hand, something previous owners of the 9700 or 9790, or sorry, 9780 should appreciate. It is very nice to type on, so there we have it. Very cool. Back is made of plastic, and as with the traditional Bold designs, in the past they slide down to unlock. The battery plate. In the back you see the connection for near-field communication, as well as the slot for your SIM card and micro SD expandable memory. Cool. Alright, so let's pop this battery in. Let's see how long it takes this guy to turn on. Something we always do in these videos, and hopefully we have a screamer here. We'll find out. 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Alright. So while it's turning on, we'll go over the specs real quick. The BlackBerry 9790 is running a single-core 1 GHz processor with 768 megabytes of RAM and 6 gigabytes of internal memory. So it's very similar to the BlackBerry Bold 9900. That's just a little bit faster in the processor department, but has the same amount of RAM. So let's just fast forward to see how much time it takes this guy to turn on. and it looks like it's getting there. He's almost done. Pew! 1 minute, 30 seconds. And he is good to go. Very nice. Alrighty, so 1 minute, 30 seconds. Good to see for the BlackBerry Bold 9790. Let's get that out of there. Let's zoom on in so you can see what I'm seeing. There we go. All right, so we're graded right now to a wonderful 2.4-inch display. Let's see how quickly it reacts to user input. Very quick, all right. Cool. See how quick I can do this tab here. Very fast. In a minute or so, we'll go through right away the difference in OS 7 here if you're coming from a previous device. If you're not familiar with this, we'll go through it real quickly. If you touch this section up here, it gets to your shortcuts of certain commands like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, near-field communication, as well as advanced settings for those options, which is very cool. Here's your notifications. Click that, shows your emails, messages, texts, all that stuff, including BBM. You can click search here, so you can search content on your phone or the internet, and the microphone there so you can use your voice to search, which is pretty cool. If we go back here, you can customize how this goes up and down here, this little table or this panel, and you can go here to change which ones you want, because there are several different ones, such as all favorites, media, downloads, etc. You can customize those by going to manage panels, and there you have it. You can change the ones you don't want to have. So okay, that was done. That was quick. That was easy. Let's see how smooth this guy is. Going from screen to screen, I'm going to zoom in real close here so you can see what I'm seeing. Let's open it up all the way. Ooh, yeah. Beautiful. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go real slow so you can see how smooth it is here. So, oh yeah, very nice, very snappy. Granted, you cannot go very quickly here. Maybe pace yourself like I'm doing here. You can go from section to section without interruption, but you can't go all too quick or else it just, yeah, doesn't work. So cool. All right, we're there. Very nice. And nothing's really changed in the menu option here. If we go to options, yeah, everything you come to expect. Security options, display timeout, all that stuff. So let's get back home here. Okay, so yeah, nothing else has really changed except now it's a smaller phone. For example, the 9790, or sorry, the 9900. Yeah, pretty big. The keyboard is comparably or significantly larger. This is more designed for people who are accustomed to the 9700 and 9780 and want to keep the same small platform for the keyboard, but have a touchscreen interface. Which, by the way, you cannot disable this touchscreen, so don't ask. I just told you, you cannot disable the touchscreen. If you don't want to use it, then just use the trackpad here, which you can navigate screen to screen without using the touch interface. All right, without further ado, this is running on a Wi-Fi connection, so let's go ahead and go on the web browser. Let's see how we can use this sucker going on the internet and going on websites. Let's go to engadget.com, as I always do in my reviews. Engadget.com. Fire away. Cool, and it finished loading. Very nice. Can you pinch to zoom in mobile? Let's see. Okay, you cannot pinch to zoom in mobile websites. That's fine. Let's go to full desktop. Right, while it's still loading, indicated by this little blue bar here, I'm going to try to go through this website. Okay, there is some checkerboarding there. It's not done yet. Pinch to zoom works pretty good when it's still loading. Let's see the status. Still loading. Still loading, and it's done. Okay, so let's go through this website real quick. Let's scroll all the way down. Okay, there's some checkerboarding while scrolling, but okay, re-renders everything pretty quickly. Let's try that again. All right, so it takes about 1 second or so for the browser to catch up with where you're scrolling to. All the way to the bottom. Great. All right, so let's try pinching the zoom. Let's go over here. Nice. Renders text very quickly. Swiping left to right, only a little bit of checkerboarding I saw there, and it fills it up right away. Cool. Let's zoom back out again. Nope, I chose it by accident. Let's go back. Very nice. Let's zoom on out. And let's show you how that text looks, because I know I can see it. Don't know if you can. So can you see HD? I don't know. Do you see that? No artifacts, no fuzziness. Nice text. Great stuff. So let's get out of here and let's go to YouTube. Now, as always, YouTube and Flash is not supported in the browser. What will happen is it'll take you to the mobile version of YouTube, and then it'll play the video with on the cell phone's onboard media player. So we'll just give it a second to load. Okay, Let's go ahead and search, and I'll always search for the trailer that I usually do, the 300 movie trailer, to do a quick audio and video test. There it is. Cool. Volume's on high. Excellent. The cursor doesn't seem to want to go away. Okay. I don't know, it was something I did. Oh, no. So audio itself is actually pretty clear. Let me go to a loud section here. Cool. So that's pretty loud compared to some other devices. So that's all right. It's medium. It's not going to deafen you, but definitely it is good for watching videos. All right. So let's go back here and check this out. I want to hit play again. Let's redirect to the onboard media player. Okay, it's buffering. That's fine. And let's go somewhere in the middle. Let's press home. All right. Go somewhere else. Let's say pretend we're checking out emails. All right. That's cool. Now let's go back to the browser. And it remembered where we were. And it remembered that we didn't pause, so it just continues playing where we left off. Pretty cool. Very fast to respond. Nice. Okay, let's get out of here. Cool. So it's good to see. Audio is not too bad on that video that I used as an example, and the video is pretty cool. As you notice there, you see that little ring there. Yep, it does have a little halo around the infrared trackpad, much like the bold and the curve, so you're not missing anything there. Very nice. Okay, so let's take a look at the camera. Buttons over here. I'm going to press and hold that down. And if you see that, ladies and gentlemen, that means it has autofocus. Awesome. So finally, one of these new guys does indeed have autofocus. Let's take a picture of this guy with flash. Oh, it looks awesome. All right. Now let's go into that picture album. These are pictures I took with the phone, obviously, so 5 megapixel pictures. Very quick, if you can see how smooth that is, very nice. Let's try pinch to zoom. And boom, done rendering. Very nice. Thinking and rendered. So nice, very quick, snappy performance. Very cool, cannot complain one bit. Let's go into the music player just to see how loud this guy can really get. Okay, let's go to music. Let's go to all songs, and there's one on here. Should be okay to play it since it comes on the device. Whoa. Okay, that is pretty loud. Okay, awesome. So it's good to see it has the potential to be an extremely loud phone if it really wants to be. And just to answer a question before someone asks it, as you notice here, there's no option for mobile Wi-Fi hotspots, so no, there's no hotspot capabilities with this phone or any other BlackBerry up until now. So yeah, unfortunately there is no hotspot capability. And while I would love to take this phone outside and show you how it performs in the sunlight, it has been raining here several days in a row in Toronto, so rest assured, since it is a standard TFT display from BlackBerry, it'll have the same performance in the sunlight as you can expect from the BlackBerry Bold 9900 or even the 9810 or 9860 Torch, which I reviewed previously. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and look at the things that may make or break a decision to go out and buy the BlackBerry Storm 9790. Well, one thing I did appreciate about the phone is at the top of this lock and unlock button is very difficult to press. Well, sorry, not difficult, it's resistive, so it's not a thing that you can accidentally unlock in your pocket. You can even hear it, so for example, if you listen carefully, a little clicking sound, you can't unintentionally click that, like here I'm pressing, nothing's happening. You'd have to actually press that button there and it'll unlock the screen, which is very nice, so you don't accidentally unlock the phone in your pocket. Another thing I liked is although the back of the phone does come down, much like the older generation of 9780 and 9700 slides down, it is very stiff. So I certainly hope that there won't be a problem down the road with this becoming loose, but based on how stiff this guy is, I should see no problem there. And on that note, the fact that the battery, the JM1 at 1230 milliamp hours is cross-compatible between this, the 9860 and the 9900, it's nice to see that the battery's being kept the same. And on that note, since it is the same battery as the Storm and the Torch, because the screen is smaller, that will translate to better battery life. There's no maybe about it. It's half the size of the BlackBerry Torch 9860 and certainly smaller than the Bold 9900 if you take a quick look here. So it has to have better battery life, and it will. Hopefully this one will at least get you through a full business day of heavy use. Time will tell, as always. Another thing I appreciate is, although you cannot see it now because there's no SIM card inserted, one issue, sorry, not one issue, but one small complaint I personally had with the older BlackBerries was that this LED up here, as much as I'm a fan of blinking lights, was too bright. If Bluetooth was enabled and it was sitting in my car dock while I'm driving, it was blinding, flashing me in the face. This one is not that bright, which is good. You'll still notice it at different angles, but it's significantly less bright than the BlackBerry Bold 9700 or 9780. And also, taking a look between the 9780 and the 9900, the phone is lighter. So not only is it smaller and thinner than the previous generation BlackBerry Bold 9700 series, it is lighter, running at 107 grams compared to 122 grams and 107 grams. So it is, oh, I'm sorry, 130 grams. So it is lighter than all the other Bolds in the past. And I was a little concerned. One thing you want to keep in mind, when you're going into a store and you see the dummy or the display unit for this phone, it does look very cheap. I had my hopes given up by looking at the dummy phone until I got this in my hand. And you know what? I can actually see myself using this phone. It's not that bad at all. It feels good in the hand. The buttons are very tactile, very easy to feel and detect. The keyboard it's like a marshmallow. A good marshmallow, you know, one of those that are a little stiff but still fresh. Yeah, it's not as wide as the BlackBerry Bold 9900, so you should be able to reach all your letters just like in the previous generations, and that's pretty much because they are the same keyboard. If you take a quick look, yeah, pretty much the same thing. So there we have it, brand new from RIM, 9790 Bold. Truly believe it deserves a spot up there in the Bold family, and nothing really to complain about. I mean, it's very smooth in everything from audio, video. Music playback is great, especially for embedded music files on the phone. Expandable memory with 6 gigs of onboard storage. I mean, it's a screamer. And with 1 gigahertz processor and that much RAM flying behind it, you should be able to make use of this phone for anything you really want to do on BlackBerry. Alright, again, this is your last Plan Knuckles from Wireless Insider. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you have a question, please leave it in the comment section below. And as always, please like and subscribe if you liked what you saw here today. Until next time, take care.